Thank you for taking the time to attend today's Enhancing Programmatic Media Investments Through Deals in DV360 session, presented from our home office. Hopefully, you will have the opportunity to get a lot of information and learn about deals in DV360. So, as an intro, I'll pass it to you, Ishel.
Hi, my name is Ishil. I am the DV360 account manager based in Dublin, and I'm looking for the Turkish markets.
All right. So myself, my name is Eri. I'm a programmatic specialist based in Singapore, supporting our APAC clients. So today, we will cover 4 topics. First, evolution of fragmented media buying, where we will walk you through complex ad ecosystem and importance of media efficiency. The second, we will then introduce DV360 Marketplace, focusing on what you can do and features we will love you to familiarize with. Third, we will cover deals implementation in DV360, especially how programmatic guarantees are set up. Lastly, we will cover deal troubleshooter and how to utilize the feature. We will have a Q&A session at the end where we will cover questions that were pre-submitted in the invitation form, and any live questions on the YouTube chat will be addressed directly on the chat. So please add your questions there as we present. All right, so let's get into the content. I'll pass it to Michelle.
Thank you, Eri. Let's first begin talking about fragmented media buying and how it evolved through time. Next slide, please. The media consumption and buying ecosystem is complex, and it's getting more and more complex each day. There are lots of different formats, lots of devices, as well as there's lots of ways that those can be bought and consumed by the users. Today, we aim to show you how GMP and DV360 can help you to simplify that complexity to give you great value, efficiency, and unique insights that could help your programmatic media buying and the future of planning in our platform. Next slide, please. In order to begin with, we need to say that as media-wise speaking and also as the consumption-wise speaking, buyer behaviors are always evolving to drive more efficiency. Why we are saying that is in the next slide. Why we are saying that, the reason is that the change in the existing processes and trying new ways is universal. As we look at the evolution of the different payment methods and how they evolve through time, we see that those methodologies change as the user needs has changed over time. Once upon a time, we were using cash. Then, as the need of speed, efficiencies, and much more began to arise, cash is then replaced by the checks and the credit cards. The behavior is changed due to the change in the buyer expectations and the possible outcomes as they are continuously seeking more and evolved solutions. Next slide, please. We see the same pattern in the reservation media buying. And once upon a time, as we look at the evolution of the reservation media buying, we were connecting to make the media reservations through telephone with the publishers, which later on replaced by the ad servers, and now here we are in the programmatic guaranteed media buying. The reason of this change is very simple. It is because of the outcomes it presents to the customers. Overall, the programmatic media buying has different benefits, such that more simplified workflow, on-time payment, reduced discrepancies and waste, and also incremental benefits in the time or cost. Next slide, please. And we see that the fragmented media buying over time is leading to overexposure, and wastage in time or also in the media costs. And as we know today, media buying is currently consisting of different publishers and DSPs. And in this example, you can also see how direct deals and multiple DSPs can quickly adapt to a lot of media wastage. And in this example, let's say we want to reach our users 3 times, and we set the frequency cap limit of 3 times in both the direct deals and also managing through DSPs. However, due to using different platforms and different direct deals at the same time, it results with the over bombardment with the users with our ads. When we want to use them for 3 times, instead we are reaching them 18 times. And considering the fact that those those consumers are using different devices, it is much more than 18 times. We can continue with the next slide. And but on the other hand, Google Marketing Platform and DV360 acts as a central portal that you can accurately manage your frequency. And by this centralized buying, you can still buy the publishers and the direct deals with a single unified platform and measure it through DV360. You can buy all other, like you can buy with the direct deals, open auctions, and you can use YouTube as well within DV360, and you can successfully do centralized frequency management. And in this case, when you want to reach your customers 3 times, you accurately reach them 3 times because of this centralized frequency management. Next slide, please. And previously, as we saw the media wastage, it now, by the help of DV360, can be used to reach new users and have the performance increase in the unique reach, cost per user, and cost per reach. According to the study made, by just making one change in DV360, which means buying your media platforms, deals through DV360, you can increase your unique reach up to 100%, whereas having a cost per user reduction of almost 50%, and also cost per reach reduction with almost 75%, which is a huge improvement in the performance. Next slide, please. And by the help of media consolidation with DV360, you can reach the users in this complex media environment and also add incremental value in your campaigns. As we discussed earlier, customers are looking for different outcomes based on their evolved media buying behavior, such as work simplicity, campaign performance, standard measurement, and future-proof. And DV360 and media consolidation helps you through all this by the help of fever tools, by the help of data consolidation and having efficiencies through the frequency management, and also having a common measurement framework across the inventory and the publishers. And also, as it is a unified centralized product, you can be sure about the privacy within the environment. Now let's move on to the marketplace overview. Next slide, please. So what is marketplace? Marketplace is the section within DV360 in which you can discover different inventories and also different publishers. It is consisting of featured tab, digital marketplace, and TV marketplace. In the featured tab, you can see the exclusive inventories within your region. And in digital and TV marketplaces, you can discover the inventories by the help of the publishers and also auction packages. In the publishers, you can negotiate and execute your deals directly through the DV360 platform. And in the auction packages, you can see the pre-created media packages in different segmentations prepared by the exchanges, in which we are going to give further detail upon the presentation. Next slide, please. So what can users do within the marketplace? Users can discover new inventory and publishers. They can find new inventories by the help of their, in line with their campaign objectives, goals, and targeting criteria. You can always filter the inventory and publishers by the format, the audience that you want to reach, the geography, any verticals, and much more. And you can do the streamlined publisher negotiations by easily contacting to the direct publishers and negotiating through the single platform within DV360. And it is very easy to implement and easy to communicate and very accessible. And for the reporting, you can also report and observe insights for the publishers and their products, breaking down the segmentations and the targeting criteria that you are doing. Next slide. And marketplace is actually, by this means, is giving the customers the opportunity to have a data-driven targeting and discovering more and more targeting options. You can use the data that is providing to plan your media journey in DV360 and reaching your customers in their every part of their lifetime journey.
Let's recap what Ishel just shared, and let's just jump into the DV360 UI to locate where those features live. We wish we could do a demo using the actual UI, but as you know, I just muted myself. We are presenting from home now, so we will stick to the screenshots to avoid any network issues for today. So if you look at the left navigations that in the slide in the screenshot, you can find Marketplace under Inventory module. Within the Marketplace, there are 3 tabs, Featured, Digital, and TV. Featured are the place that screenshot in this slide. It's a newly launched look for DV360 since actually last month. It is an inventory spotlight catered by our regional sales teams to highlight newest and greatest inventories from our publishers and exchange partners. The media section, digital, is a catch-all section which includes publishers, auction packages spanning across display, video, which includes connected TV and OTTs, and audio inventory. We expect to add more exchanges in the future through API integrations with supply partners. So we will keep you posted on it. The right side, TV is our newly launched dedicated section for discovering connected TVs and OTT inventories from supply partners like Freewheel, SpotX, Google Ad Managers, and others. Let's pay a bit of attention to auction packages. Auction packages in DV360 is a subset of inventory packaged into a deal and permissions to all buyers in DV360. It offers a quick and easy way to target and report slices of inventory created by an exchange through a deal ID. There are many useful and effective Google created packages in the marketplace you can target right away. For example, adult text direct packages, premium CTV inventory, or display high CTR to start with. There are also some regional specific ones, like micro language packages, that are highly curated by our Google Ad Manager team for local needs. So please reach out to your account manager for more info if you're interested. Things to keep in mind. Generally, but not always, auction packages inventory is available on open auction as well, and hence it does not provide additional reach benefits to the buyers. So 2 things to think. Always target the auction packages in the separate line item. than open auction if the inventory is supplied from the same exchange. The second thing is number of auction packages that allows to target in the single line item is limited to 20. Marketplace bulk PRF, RFP, sorry, RFP function offers greater operational efficiency too. So one request can be made to many publishers at once so that you can compare proposals in one go. Other highlights include you can connect with any publisher to request opportunity and negotiate in one UI. What you need to do is simply insert the publisher's email address and they get instant access without any logins to respond to the request in Marketplace. You also have email alerts for buyers yourself or sellers, publishers. Once the negotiation is set, deals are automatically created and ready to be targeted in campaigns. Now that you are familiar with the marketplace, I'll pass it to Shell to talk about deal types in DV360.
Thank you, Ari. So let's talk about the deal types in DV360 and how it is differentiating for different goals and objectives. But first, let's talk about how it is reflected on the consumer journey in the next slide. So as we talked earlier, there are different media platforms that you can reach your consumer in their journeys. And DV360 is helping a lot within this journey because you can reach your audience in each contact point in their consumer journey by the help of the different deal types that DV360 is providing. Buying methods is varying across according to the customer needs, and how it is happening is that we are going to go in deep detail in the following slides. But you can either buy through the guaranteed reservations by the help of programmatic or tag guaranteed, or non-guaranteed reservations, and also by the help of open auctions and deals. So let's go through the deeper deal types in DV360. Next slide, please. So each deal offers a varied degree of different inventory access, exclusivity, and customization. The closer the deal is to open auction, the more the deal represents the characteristics of the open auction. The closer the deal is to the traditional reservation buying, the closer the deal represents the characteristics of the traditional reservation buys. The advertisers have now the flexibility to choose a deal type that really meets their campaign needs, rather than just relying on either open auction or the traditional buys. So let's talk about the programmatic direct deals. There are actually in the, as we are talking of the umbrella of it, there are two types of programmatic direct deals. One is that the non-guaranteed, and the two is the guaranteed deals. In the non-guaranteed deals, there is private auction and preferred deals. Private auction, which is also known as a private inventory, is a one publisher to multiple advertising relationships. In private auctions, publisher sets the floor price for the advertisers, and this gives publisher to have more control over how they sell the inventory. In the preferred deal, there is only one publisher and one advertiser. It helps programmatically purchase an inventory in a brand-safe environment without any inventory guarantees. In the guaranteed deals, there is one programmatic guaranteed and two tag guaranteed. Programmatic guaranteed allows buyers to secure reservation deals on one-to-one basis. Impressions are reserved and purchased on a fixed CPM, and the advertisers are able to manage their FCAP, which means frequency cap, on the campaign level, and also target first-party or third-party audiences. Programmatic guaranteed is only for Google Ad Manager selective third-party exchanges, which is differentiating it from the tech guaranteed. In which tech guaranteed, it is allowed for buyers to secure reservation deals, again on one-to-one basis, but this time with non-Google Ad Manager publishers. Impressions are reserved and purchased on a fixed CPM. We can continue with the next slide, how programmatic guaranteed and tech guarantees are differentiating. As we talked, programmatic guaranteed is differentiating as it is for the Google Ad Manager publishers only, whereas tech guaranteed doesn't. But it also differentiates with the inventory capabilities and also audience targeting capabilities. In programmatic guaranteed, you can use the display and video inventory, as well as you can use audio native and custom creatives within DV360. Whereas in tech guaranteed, you can only use display and video inventories. In programmatic guaranteed, you can do also audience-less targeting, which means you can use your first-party audiences or DMP audiences if you are using, and also GA360 or DCM audiences. You can negatively or positively target them while organizing your deals. Whereas in tech guaranteed, you can't unfortunately do audience listing targeting in tech guaranteed deals. We can continue with the next slide. So programmatic guaranteed deals compared with the direct deals have time saving for the agencies. Not only you are having efficiency in terms of the impression-based talking and also frequency cap level talking. You can also have time saving efficiency in the agency side. It is 29% for the agencies, and as we are talking for the publisher side, 57% of time saving for the publisher side when you are using the programmatic guaranteed deals. And I'm leaving the floor to Eri.
You can check media efficiency metrics such as PG saving in the widget. This locates under My Inventory, and you can simply select the deals to see the saved media wastage once your campaign has ended. Key things to note here is that if there is no frequency cap set at campaign level, there won't be any data populated in the widget. So don't forget to structure your campaigns to best utilize the campaign level frequency capping. Also, the widget is only available at deal level only, not multiple deals, and shows impression passed by PG deals. If you want to see these details at an aggregated level, there is template under standard reporting as well. You can simply navigate to the offline reports tab and use programmatic guarantee savings template. So now we know the benefit of deals. Let's get into more tactical aspects of deals. How do we implement the deals in DV360? So please keep in mind, sourcing the programmatic programmatic direct or PMP deals involve communicating with exchanges and publishers. Keeping media plan objectives in mind will streamline communication and reduce potential risk and back and forth communications. Same thing as when you go for shopping, keep the list of what you want to buy and why you want to buy it very, very clear before heading out to negotiation. Deal implementation is very simple 5 steps in DV360. First, find the inventory. Second, request proposal. Third, negotiation, or if required, ask changes in the proposal offer. Navigate to My Inventory. And then lastly, target the deals and run campaigns. Let's go into the UI to understand how it works and how it looks step by step. Step 1, Identify the publisher and exchange and navigate to Marketplace located in the My Inventory tab. Tips here is if you have specific goals, targeting criteria, then use filters, which is on the right side highlighted in red in the slide to identify inventory. You can filter for most things you can imagine for targeting, like age, gender, user geo, and so on. Step 2, select View Inventory and accept the pre-packaged contracts and start negotiating. Or if you want to customize your offer, then non-packaged packaged inventory, you can go to Request Proposal. Tips here is order some fields are optional and request proposal form. Include any information as much as you can. This will help ensure you get the inventory types that you are looking for. Step 3, accept the negotiation proposal as it is, or if you want to negotiate more, and propose changes for in the offer. Step 4, navigate my inventory to see all negotiated and active deals. And last step, step 5, assign deals into line item targeting. Or if it's APG, you can configure directly from action under my inventory. So I summarize best practices in deal execution here. There are 4 things to keep in mind. First, get creatives early so that it has enough time to go through the creative approval. It also really depends on the time you're running the campaign. There's seasonality that takes a little more time for the creative approvals to come in. So it's always good to be early. Second, always rerun the forecast. So forecasts become obsolete very quickly. So it is very important that you rely on the fresh data when you plan your campaign. Third, bid slightly above the pre-negotiated floor. This is actually probably the most common reasons of underspend or no spend. Especially for Fiji campaign, make sure to bid much higher than agreed price to avoid currency conversion issues. You will still pay agreed price for Fiji. The last one is target 1 PMP deal per line item. This is very, very important as well, as it makes the troubleshooting process much easier. We'll cover more of this in the next section. So now we know how to set up the deals. Let's talk about how you troubleshoot the deals once your campaign is live. So programmatic deals involve lots of platforms, sell-side platforms, ad servers like Campaign Manager, or buy-side platform. Any of these could be a reason why your deals are having an issue. If you put the same thing in a different perspective, say life of deals, it looks like this from user on the website till ads are served. To help identify what the issue is and what the issue is happening, DV360 has very useful tool called Deal Troubleshooter, which locates in the line item section. So Deal Troubleshooter looks like a waterfall based on life of deals, the slide we looked at before. From the top, you will see total available requests your publishers are sending. And to the bottom, you will see successful impressions won. In each of 4 sections highlighted, you can deep dive into what is exactly preventing the campaign from delivery. It is very self-explanatory tool, but if you have any questions or issues, please reach out to the tech support teams or your account manager for more investigation. So that's end for today, and we will go into the Q&A section. So I see we have 3 questions submitted through the attendance form. So maybe we can go through one by one. So the first one is, how can I value and compare deals in terms of delivering good traffic with conversion potentials? Michelle, do you want to take this?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the question. And you can always check your impressions, clicks, and conversion counts within the UI for line items and insertion orders. And you can always check which is valuable for you. And for traffic, if you are using Google Analytics, you can integrate Google Analytics with DV360 to see your campaign's effect on traffic as well. So this is another way to see what means a good traffic for you, and also in terms of the interpreting the conversion counts are valuing in there as well. We can go through the next question. Can I see net reach or unique audience of the deals individually, and if I combine 2 or more deals? Eri, would you like to take that?
Yeah, sure. So you can utilize unique reach or unique reach audience reports to see these metrics. These reports are available for all DV360 partners. Now, I'm sure that if you're used to using DV360, you until last month you only saw unique reach report, which you don't get to see the audience details. But now both of the reports are available for all partners. So I suggest everyone try to check this report. One thing to note here, as you mentioned, that deals individually, or if I combine 2 or more deals, so you cannot segment the report by deal IDs. So please make sure that you are separating the deal into a different campaigns so that you can use those to segment the metrics that you want to look at. All right. Hope that answers your questions. The last one is a recommended targeting options for line items targeting deals by non-Google exchanges and SSPs. I can take this then. It's actually a very difficult question to answer as it's very, very, vague. So my answer would be it's always better to check feature availability with your account manager when you run campaigns, as we have many features constantly evolving. Most of the advanced targeting options, such as audiences and frequency capping with deals in DV360, mostly launched first with Google Ad Manager, and then to extend to non-Google third-party exchanges. But it really varies depending on when you're asking and which one you're asking for. So also, as we integrate with many local non-Google exchanges and SSPs, there are nuances in different market and region. So very vague answer, but please do make sure to always check the latest info with your account manager when you're running the campaigns.
Thanks for everybody who already had submitted the questions. And also thanks to everybody who joined today's sessions on GMP Academy for enhancing programmatic media investments through deals in DV360. We encourage you to, if you have any further questions, you can always ask them through our live YouTube chat today. And also, please submit your feedback by the feedback form on the YouTube chat as well. It was nice presenting you today, and hope to see you in the future as well.
Thank you.